Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will be learning about Form 26AS. I have tried making it as detailed as possible and have also incorporated the latest changes in the form as well. So, sit through my video to have a full understanding of this very important form in Income Tax Act 1961. What exactly is Form 26AS? 26AS is an annual tax credit statement which includes tax deducted from income of the taxpayer, tax collected from the expenditures incurred by the taxpayer, details of tax payments in the form of advance tax, self-assessment tax, etc., details of refund received by an assessee during a financial year, details of high value transactions in respect of shares, mutual funds, etc. It is one of the most important prerequisites for filing of your return of income. Let us look into the legislature of Form 26AS. Section 203AA of the Income Tax Act 1961 required an income tax authority to prepare and upload this tax credit statement to the registered e-filing account of the assessee. The details of this statement were drawn out from the information in hand with the Income Tax Department. Rule 31AB of the Income Tax Rules 1962 specified Form 26AS as the tax credit statement. Let us look into its format in detail. A typical Form 26AS looks like so. So it begins with mentioning the basic details of the assessee, that is, his PAN number, name of the assessee, address of the assessee, the current status of his PAN, financial year to which this Form 26AS belongs, and its relevant assessment year. Now, this Form AS 26AS has several parts ranging from Part A to Part G. Let us look into each of these one by one. Now, Part A gives out the details of the tax collected at source. That is, any income earned by the assessee, that is, salary income, interest income, pension income, any prize lottery income, etc., from which the TDS has been deducted by the deductor, is going to be displayed over here. It also mentions the name of the deductor, TAN of the deductor, total amount paid or credited by the deductor, the amount of total tax deducted is mentioned here, and the total TDS deposited is mentioned here. Moving forward, Part A1. Now, the details of income where no TDS has been deducted is given here, since the taxpayer submitted Form 15G or 15H. You can verify the status of the TDS deducted if you have submitted Form 15G or 15H. If you have not submitted Form 15G or 15H, then this section will display no transactions present, like so. Moving forward, Part A2. This gives out the details of tax deducted at source on the sale of immovable property under 194 IA or TDS on rent of property under 194 IB or TDS on the payment to resident contractors and professionals under section 194M. This is specifically for the sellers of the property. So, this is applicable to you if you have sold any property during the year and TDS was deducted from your receipts. You will find the relevant entries in this section, that is Part 2A2. Moving forward, Part B, that gives out the details of the tax collected at source. Part B has details of TCS by the sellers of the good. Entries are present here. If you are a seller and tax is collected by you, Part C is on the details of the taxes paid other than the TDS and the TCS. If you have deposited any tax yourself, that information will be appearing in this section. Details of advance tax as well as self-assessment tax are present here. It also mentions the challan details with which that amount was deposited by you. That is its BSR code, date of deposit of the challan series number, etc. Now part D relates to the details of the paid refund. Information regarding your refund, if any, will be presented in this section. Part D. Assessment year to which it belongs and mode of payment of the refund. It also gives out the details of the amount of the refund, any interest on the refund, its date of payment, etc. Part E is on the details of the SFT transactions. SFT transactions are specified financial transactions. So, Part E. So, if any banks or other financial institutions have reported any high value transaction which you have done in the concerned financial year, and they have reported the same while presenting their report to the income tax authority, then that detail, that PAN number with which they have reported your transaction, will be appearing in this section, that is part E. Now, in case you're wondering what all are the transactions that could be reported under this part E, then you may refer to the next page of the Form 26AS to understand the type of transactions that do fall in this category. For example, I will be listing out a few. Like if you do in a financial year cash deposit in a current account for more than 50 lakh rupees or more, or withdraw in current account 50 lakh rupees or more from a bank, and the bank reports in its report to the income tax authority your PAN number, then that detail will be given out, that detail will be shown or displayed in this part E. Moving forward, part F. Now this part F is on the details of the tax deducted on the sale of immovable property under section 194IA. Don't get confused with the part 2A, because it had the similar caption, because now part F is for the buyer of the property, while part 2A was on the sellers. Now part F. So part F basically will be applicable to you if you have bought a property and you have deducted TDS on the same before making payment to the seller. This section has details of the TDS deducted and deposited by you. The last part is part G, which relates to TDS returns default, that is processing of your statements. Defaults relating to the processing of your statement are mentioned here. They do not include demands raised by the assessing officer. Perform the following steps to view or download the Form 26AS from e-filing portal. First, log on to e-filing portal www.incometaxindiaefiling.gov.in, like so. So herein basically your user ID has to be filled out, which is generally your PAN card number, then the password you set and the code. Enter. It generally asks to update profile details if you haven't. If you don't want to waste your time over here, you can skip it for some later time. Now, as you can see, my account in the menu, click on it and you will see View Form 26AS. Click on that. Now, read the disclaimer and click Confirm, and the user will be redirected to the TDS portal. Confirm. Now we've been redirected to the Traces website. Here, the Traces website, agree to this dialog box and click on Proceed. Once we've done that, we will have to, now let me read out to you what is written over here. Annual tax statement, that is Form 26AS, is now generated from the Traces website. Traces website deals with the TDS. Now, Form 26AS content gives out the details. It explains you the details contained in Form 26AS, which we've already covered. Now, we will click on View Tax Credit. After clicking on it, a new window will be opened, and now you have to select the assessment year of which you want to view your Form 26AS. Now there are two types, whether either view it as HTML or you can view it as text. The positive part of viewing it as HTML is later you can download it as a PDF. However, the same option is not available in case you choose the option text. So since we have to do export as PDF, we will choose view as HTML. Now first view it. As soon as we click on the view button, export dialog box opens. And when we click on the export as PDF, our 26AS has been converted to PDF and has been downloaded for us. We can now click on it to view it. Budgeter 2020 proposed to extend the scope of Form 26AS beyond the information currently presented. Consequently, Section 285BB has been introduced in the Act, which requires Income Tax Authority to incorporate certain other information in addition to the existing information. With the introduction of Section 285BB, our erstwhile Section 203AA stands deleted. The updated version of the Form 26AS is now called Annual Information Statement, AIS in short. This has come in force from 1st of June 2020. Regarding the format of the new 26AS, CBDT on 28th of May 2020 issued a notification with number 30/2020. The notification specified the introduction of the new rule, Rule 114I. Let us look at the new section and rule and the notification one by one in detail to gain better understanding. New section 285BB has been introduced through Finance Act 2020 with the name Annual Information System Statement. So, the same has been mentioned herein, and this will come in effect from 1st of June 2020. That is, it is already running. So in this provision, it is mentioned that the prescribed income tax authority shall upload in the registered account of the assessee an annual information statement, and that information which will be uploaded will be the information which is in possession of the income tax authority. For the purpose of this section, registered account means the electronic filing account, that is the e-filing account. Along with this, the CBDT recently, with notification dated 28th of May, came up with the new rules wherein Rule 31AB, that was the erstwhile section, this was omitted, and Rule 114I for annual information statement were introduced. In this statement, it mentioned the format of this rule mentioned the format of the new 26 Form AS, that is Form 26A as annual information statement. It will look like so. So it mentions that the Form 26AS shall be substituted by the following form, namely Form 26AS annual information statement. For this, refer 114I, which we already have. Herein, as we can understand, a lot of new heads have been introduced, which includes, so TDS, TCS was earlier there, specific financial transactions were earlier there, payment of taxes were earlier there. So as you can see, serial number 4, 5, 6, these are new. These relate to the information relating to demand and refund, demand being new, information relating to pending proceedings, information relating to completed proceedings, any other information relating to sub-rule 2 of Rule 114I. Now, what is sub-rule 2 of 114I? We'll understand. This is the sub-rule 2 of 114I, wherein it specifies that this Form 26AS, that is annual information statement, will also include information which our income tax authority will get from foreign income tax authorities in relation to the assessee with respect to the income or assets abroad, any proceedings running in respect of the assessee abroad in terms of any tax issue, non-payment of tax, or any tax evasion or so. So any related information will also be displayed in this form under serial number 7. So with this, we understand that section 285BB has been introduced, and along with 285BB, we can see that 114 rule has been introduced, which introduced form number 26AS in new avatar. Now let us understand the benefits through this amendment. The benefits can be divided into two parts, from the point of view of the taxpayers and from the point of view of the tax authorities. Let us first understand from the point of view of the taxpayers. From the viewpoint of the taxpayers, the statement comes out as a comprehensive statement which makes it a very easy deal for the taxpayers to identify and correct the information reflecting in the statement. It thus eases the tax filing process as all the reportable transactions are already in one statement. From the point of view of the tax authority, now AIS acts as a tool for doing e-assessments. It's one of the biggest steps the tax authorities have taken towards e-assessment. It makes it easier for the authorities to compare the information presented in 26AS with the tax returns filed by the assessee. Any discrepancy can be easily noticed and dealt with, thereby easing the tax administration. Thank you everyone for your time and patience. I hope this video was of some help to you. Feel free to ask queries or give suggestions in the comments down below. Thank you everyone, and I hope to see you all very soon in my next video. See you!